Jaime from Inky&Scrappy, sharing with you today another Furry and Bright stamp set series card number 5, Merry Grinchmas. Yeah, I know. I'm working on Christmas again. I probably should have worked on Easter. I had a really cute idea for these little puppies for Easter. I might get to it yet, but this is, probably the last one for right now. I have new stamps to get to. I need to play with the elephants. Anyways, so I am inking up a panel of Ohuhu marker paper here. It blended fairly good, similar to Bristol Smooth cardstock. It works fine for alcohol marker, but I still like my Xpress it. So I was trying it with my Distress Oxides. I like how it blends. Anyways, so I brought in Chip Sapphire, Black Soot, and then I pulled out the all-new Lost Shadow for my clouds here. I like how it blends a little bit better than the Distress Picket Fence card, or Picket Fence white ink. Just saying. And then I'm going to bring in Brutus Monroe's Aqua Pigments in Blue Frost. If you are unfamiliar with Brutus Monroe Aqua Pigments, the Frost ones have the mica flake in them, or that shimmer and shine to them. I absolutely love those ones. I do have the other ones, like their regular ones, which are good for watercoloring. I just don't use them. I haven't used them in a while. I should probably pull them out again. I like to switch mediums quite frequently, so I might go back to them in my upcoming. Oh, maybe I should do those for my upcoming card class. Interesting. See, I have ideas once in a while. So anyways, I am building my Christmas scene, or my Grinchmas scene. So I'm kind of pulling from the Grinch movie here, and that little puppy that looks like he's climbing on things. He's trying to struggle pull that big heavy sleigh up the hill. And then I did have a whole bunch of pre-colored Christmas images. These were colored in years past. Don't ask me the color combos. I have no clue anymore. I could probably figure them out if somebody really wanted to know. So if you really want to know, let me know and I can look into it. I'm pretty sure I have them written down somewhere. I do believe they are all Ohuhu marker blends, as far as I can remember. So I am building that big heavy full sleigh with all of the Christmas stuff that the Grinch stole from the Whoville village when he was, being his Grinchy self. So I decided he had, I was going to wrap the bulbs all the way up and through and around, and then I decided it'd be kind of fun just to have one hanging off the back, like it didn't all fit into the sleigh. It's been a while since I've watched The Grinch. Usually we watch them every Christmas, and we didn't this last year. We weren't in a very big Christmas mood. We should have watched The Grinch because we weren't in a very big Christmas mood. Anyways, so I'm adding in some of those bulbs in there, and then a bauble for the tree. And then using up all of those scraps and pieces. He even stole the presents. How mean. What a Grinch. Anyways, and then of course Max needs his little antlers, so he looks like a reindeer. And then of course on top of the antlers he needed a little Santa hat. Because even if the Grinch doesn't like Christmas, maybe Max does. And then, of course, we have the Yeti colored in green to be my Grinch. I am using I want to say they're the Mountain Hillside stamp set. I'll have to look up all of the stamp sets and I can list them below because I did pull a lot of images from a lot of different stamp sets for this one. I'm just cutting down my card base there, so it is a full panel A2 size card base, and then I will glue on my background panel here, or my snowy hillside, sorry. And then I'm just kind of working on placement. I know I want to use the big word Merry up on top, and then I want to do Grinchmas. I haven't decided at this point if I was going to do Grinchmas in stamp sentiment or die cut sentiment. And then those little thin skinny strips worked perfectly on my light string there, so I can also pop that one up. And then I will set this one down on there and then trim off the edge there. And then I'm going to add my Grinch on 2 layers of foam. Now, I probably should have figured out where he was going to overlap the lights a little bit better on this one. And so I end up pulling off that top second layer there because the lights are already on 1 layer. And then I tried it again and it was too big. So off camera here, I'm just pulling that extra piece off. And then I'll end up just cutting a small little piece so I can do a little tack behind it so it doesn't bend down when it gets sent. I am just going in with my wet gel pen to make all of those added images that I did color this time around have those little white gel pen marks. I am trying really hard to get better at my adding of white gel pen. I like the look, I don't think I'm very good at it, so I struggle with it. And then to add the black glossy glaze to the eyes on the Grinch and the nose to the puppy. It makes him look like he has a cute little wet nose. Puppies have wet noses. Mine gets me all the time. And then I'm just going to tuck in some of those extra trees that I had already colored and die cut out. I'm telling you, I was trying to use up those 5,000 images that I already have colored and cut out. So just adding them to the scene in there, and then I knew I was going to do the Merry. I wanted to do the Grinchmas on the bottom. I did decide to die cut it out, but I wanted to make my letters kind of have a coordinating color feel, and so I'm just taking the same colors that I used to color the Grinch in, excuse me, and make a blend on there. So I do have the number of the die set I am using up on the screen there if you are interested. I do not have the name in my die set anymore. I will try to list the numbers below. It is a Tim Holtz set. So I did cut out most of that because it took me forever to get all of those letters out of the thing lined up straight. And then as I came down with my highlighter tape, static electricity won out once again, and yeah, undid all of my carefully laid plans. You know what they say about the best laid plans, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to line them up the best that I can. I do end up not lining them up straight. I kind of decided I liked them a little bit wonky because, you know, the Merry on top isn't necessarily straight. It's kind of got a wonky handwriting to it. And so this kind of just gave it a little bit of a wonkier look, and it kind of goes with that Merry a little bit better, even if it's a different font. So I did add a little bit of glue on the back of them, keeping it very light, not really actually pressing on my glue bottle, just kind of letting it ooze out on its own. And then I did find my tittle, so I will add that on top of the eye. And then I will add the Merry onto the top portion there. And then, of course, no card is complete, or no light bulb is complete without a little bit of Glossy Accents. So I'm coming in with my Tim Holtz Glossy Accent, aka Mosaic Glaze or something like that it was called, because it's from the paper mosaic kit that he had years back. It still works wonderfully fine. Same stuff. So that finishes up my Merry Grinchmas card for today. I hope you enjoyed this stamp set series, and I will be back with a new one soon. Keep getting inky. Bye!